Hi there. Thanks so much for stopping by. This is Renee. Today's video is going to be of a thrift store haul. Well, a couple of thrift store visits. There is a thrift store close to my house that often has really lovely books for very cheap. And then I did get a couple of these items from an antique store, but they were so badly, just in such bad shape that they were very cheap as well. So I'm just gonna go from top to bottom. So I got 2 books by Rudyard Kipling. And the reason I got these books is I love the pages. They're really thick and naturally aged. And so I think they're going to be really lovely to use for ephemera and collaging. These next 2 books I got from the little store the little thrift store I was talking about. And these are in pretty bad shape. I already wiped it down, but it's still pretty dirty. This book's called Pomp and Circumstance, but I really liked the cover. And there's some water damage, but the pages are nice and thick. So I thought I'd figure something out to do with that. And this one's kind of interesting. It's a cloth cover. And so I probably won't create a junk journal and put in my Etsy shop with this one just because it's really hard to get clean. But I just couldn't pass it up. It was not $8. I think it was like $1.50 or $2. And the pages are really nice. Oh yeah, there is a little picture inside. So it's always fun to find treasures. So I think I might make a junk journal, but keep it for myself. I'm not sure yet. I got 3 little golden books. So I've tried once to create a junk journal out of a little golden book, and it was a complete disaster. So I am going to try again. The Jungle Book is one of my favorite Disney stories. And then there's Snow White and Jingle Bells. So I think I'm going to work on this month to create a Christmas junk journal and maybe get it up in my Etsy shop. All right, so a couple of little things. I found this stamp. Doesn't look like it's been used. It's just really pretty. This is a box of brads, which I can always use brads. I really like the box. I got some postcards, some individual ones. These aren't really old or vintagey, but these ones are. Now these ones I got at an antique shop, and we know it's because there's some of the postcards, the stamps from like 1938, and the nice old handwriting. So there are 10 in each pack. I got this tiny little clipboard. There were actually 2. I should have got both, but I think I'm going to collage on it, and I don't know, maybe use it to hang up and put pictures. I'm not sure. I just thought it was really cute for 50 cents. I decided to get it. All right, this book I got because I absolutely love the spine, and I'm using it as a junk journal ephemera storage book. And I saw this idea on a couple of videos, actually, different ways to do it, but I'm going to make a separate video about that. But I am using it as a junk journal ephemera storage. Where's my other one? I'd have another one that I'd already started. I don't know where it went. Anyways, I will do a separate video on that. These 2 books are completely just tattered and torn. These are the ones I got from an antique store, and I got them very cheap. I think $1 each. So this one, the entire book block is torn out. The book block itself is intact. So it's got these beautiful pages. I don't even know. I mean, it's almost like cloth paper. And the spine is absolutely tattered. And I know the front cover is ripped off partially, but I have this lace that matches this color, and I think it'll fit perfectly on the corner. So I'm gonna work on that, and I will probably keep this for myself just because it's so beautiful. And it doesn't have a publication year inside of the book itself, but I did do some research, and I believe it's from the 1890s, so, which explains why it's so tattered. Now this little book also is basically ripped in half, literally, and I've never heard of this little, it's a book of verses, so it's a little poetry book. Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod. I just thought it was so cute. Whoever owned it tried to repair it, so it has this naturally aged tape on the inside. So I think what I'm going to do with this, because it will either be a very large junk journal or I'd have to cut it, and I do not want to cut it. So I think I am going to fashion some kind of like a storage book, because I do want to keep this, the cover intact. And then this last item is a silk pillowcase. Just really pretty. And it's double-sided, so it has the same image on that side. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is cut it in half and then use each side as a journal cover. But I'm not really sure yet. I just got it because it was cute. All right, and that's it for those couple of junk journal hauls. Thanks so much for watching.